All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Barry Asman, and I am accompanied by my co-host today,
It's your boy B Fox.
B Fox.
What's going on, everybody?
Good afternoon, everyone. We hope everyone is doing well. It's great to see so many regular faces.
Is my man Travis out there?
Travis is out. Travis is out there already
What's up, bro?
with his hand up.
What's up, bro?
I can't wait to bring him in.
We'll wish him a happy Valentine's pretty soon.
Very nice. I do want to I guess we want to apologize, right?
I think we want to just wish everybody some love.
Yes. Well, that's the first thing, but the second thing is that unfortunately
from
Dave Steele, of course. Unfortunately, Dave has had a last minute personal emergency to deal with, and has requested that myself and Ben oversee and go forward with today's live stream. And you know what?
That we celebrate with this group today.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys don't mind that just the two of us here today. We hope that
just the
two of us.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
I want to. We're gonna make it. We might go a little shorter today, but we will do everything we can to keep up the momentum and to make sure that we live up to Dave's expectations. So
yeah, I don't want to be too jovial, in the fact that my man Dave Steele, mad shout out wherever you are, brother, respect.
Maybe he's watching.
But my whole thing is to celebrate this occasion. It's Valentine's Day special today with a group of people that we love. And just to say thank you for supporting Tea and Poetry with Dave Steele. Thank you for being part of this community. And just today, let's send our love to Dave Steele, our
Absolutely.
good brother, and let's celebrate.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll make it in a special appearance. I don't know. This is the first for Dave, so whatever it is he has going on,
much love,
respect that. Sending our love. But first things first. So there are a few ways that you can connect with us. Hopefully everyone hears us okay.
Let's list them. What do we got?
You can raise your hand like our buddy Travis does. Raise your hand. If you raise your hand, we're going to bring you into the conversation. It will be the three of us, obviously two here, you over there. If you want with video, we love it. If you don't want with video, we still love it. Just audio is great. You can post something in the Q&A. And I always say you can post in the chat, but everyone always tells me the chat's disabled. So let's just go with the Q&A and the raising your hand. A big shout out to Dr. Gannis. I see who's out there. Good to see you, Dr. Mel. And let's go from there. And by the way, Ben and I decided that this was like a real spur of the moment. This was just, we were just informed of this. We decided that we are going to read some poetry today, or I should say we're going to attempt to read some poetry. It's not going to sound the same. It's not going to have just,
It's a tribute.
It's a tribute.
So, wait, hold on 1 second though, quick.
Yeah.
Do we have a giveaway today?
Yes, we do.
Oh!
In fact, we do. I'm in a very feeling very generous today.
Okay.
I wanted to do this with Dave, but he's not here today, so we want to again create
in honor of my man.
In honor of Dave, exactly. I don't know if you guys know, but we have a full line. The Low Vision Shop has a full line of Dave Steele, the blind poet, as far as from the apparel side, baseball caps, hoodies, t-shirts. And I decided that I want to give away today a variety of different merchandise. So we're going to figure that out, how we're going to make it happen. But we are going to be giving away some hoodies, and t-shirts. Blind poet, Dave Steele, blind poet. Like, okay. As in, if you guys can see here, I'm holding up a hoodie. It's actually a Champion brand Dave Steele blind poet hoodie. Okay. This is the navy blue version. We have in navy blue, and we have them in black.
I'm gonna touch that real quick.
Yeah, it's real. So it's nice.
Oh, it's tactile.
Well,
I can feel there's a letter B.
Yeah, it's properly printed and all that.
Okay.
So
an audio description, the BP logo, it's like the letter B, but it's got the Braille.
Yeah,
B,
let's describe. So it's
then P, Braille P.
Yep, that's the BP blind poet logo, and it's got Dave Steele, his signature below in script. That is Dave's official signature. I remember when we created this sweatshirt,
Yeah.
that I asked Dave, I said, Dave, I said, we need your signature. And he's like, what for? I said, just send it over. And we took his signature, we digitized it, and we sent it to the creative department, and the creative team did a fantastic job in creating this. And the BP and the Dave Steele, it's in this circle. It's got this white outline of the circle.
Boom.
And yeah, it's really nice.
I call it classy B.
Classy B.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, this is actually one of my favorite sweatshirts that I personally wear on a very frequent basis.
Yep.
And funny, I actually, I come across a variety of different apparel, and, most of the apparel that maybe I get as a gift or a brand, that's tied to the sight loss community, usually I bring it home and no one wants to pay attention to it. But this time, when we came out with the Blind Poet hoodies and t-shirts, they were a hot commodity in the Asman household. So it was,
yeah. In fact, I think the first time I met your youngest son,
yes,
Daniel was wearing, not just the hoodie, but the hat.
Yes.
He's rolling into New Jersey.
Yes.
I'm like, what's up, bro?
Yes, I remember that.
I was like, I know that guy.
Yes, it was, I think it was last year, actually.
That was a year
exactly a year ago. It was on New Year's Day, I think, right? New Year's Day or Christmas Day.
Oh, it was close to there.
One of those days.
Close there.
So, yeah. So before we attempt to read some poetry.
Also, there is a special guest that's attending tonight.
Do you know who the special guest is?
Oh man, Dave has been telling me that there's a gal that he's invited on that was recently featured in some articles. And because of Valentine's Day, I can't remember your name. Our special guest, if you could raise your hand, please.
Yes.
Dave was just talking about
he didn't even tell us we have a special guest. He just said,
he let me know.
Barry, he goes, I can't be here tonight. Do it, you man, take over. And, by the way, the first thing that came to my mind when he said that, I don't know if you know, everyone, I'm sure most people here have heard of the famous television journalist, if you want to call it, Larry King, who just recently passed away, right? Larry King was on CNN for, I don't know how many years. Incredible individual, very talented, a great journalist and TV host. And, okay, thank you, Tia. Hopefully it's you.
What's up, Tia?
Tia's raised her hand. Okay, we're going to get to you shortly, Tia. But anyway, so Larry King, who recently passed away, I was reading as far as his biography and as far as his background and how he got involved originally in radio, right? What was his claim to fame? How did he enter the radio business? And how did he get into the show business, right? And it went on to say that Larry King was living in Florida at the time, and I think he was cleaning studios in Florida at this radio station. I think he was either cleaning, he was cleaning the studios, or he was doing some sort of like internship at the studio. And the main gig, for the radio host on a particular night, many years ago, had called in sick, and the radio station, apparently they knew that Larry had a good voice, and they said, Larry, you're on in 5 minutes. And he's like, what? I'm on?
He said, what? I'm on?
What you talking about, Willis?
Radio
right?
voice.
So, he went in. He always had a passion for radio, but he went in without any script, and he went in and he, took over that spot. And lo and behold, that from that moment on, that was the catalyst to jumpstart his career in show business.
Wow.
As a radio host and journalist. And I think it was just a phenomenal story. I never knew that about Larry. And I remember back in the day watching him on CNN. And it was good stuff. So the moral of the story is that myself and Ben, we may have future careers in the radio business.
Dave Steele, he's trying to give me a jump start. I got a feeling, and I'll tell you, we've got the What the Fox podcast. It's been waiting, and Dave has invited me time and time again to speak out here and just use my voice. And I'll tell you what, the podcast business is a lot of fun. So I'm proud to be here today. But I think we've got this poetry book here, Barry.
Yeah.
And without further ado,
you want to read the first piece of poetry?
I think you should kick it off.
Me?
I think you should kick it off.
All right.
I don't remember you ever just kicking off a poem first thing.
You're right. And all right, so just to keep this real, and
we got to keep it real.
We got to keep it real. I did not choose anything, and this is really off the cuff. I'm just gonna like literally go through the book and say
This is
stop.
tradition.
Okay, and let's go with. We are reading from Stand By Me RP Volume 2. I'm on page 52. So for those of you out there, if you have Stand By Me RP Volume 2, page 52,
read along.
I am going to read a piece of poetry called Not Ready.
Ooh.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I know this poem.
You know this poem.
I know this poem.
Again, you guys saw this. This is not like a magic trick. I didn't just, select it.
Well, I know a lot of Dave Steele poems.
I know you do.
I'm the super fan.
What I'm just saying is, I don't want to think I came in here. I was like, I just came up on this page. So let's go ahead.
Let's roll.
You're going to break down this piece of poetry afterwards. So pay close attention. Okay. Not ready.
Then we got to talk about some Valentine stuff.
We'll talk about Valentine stuff. Okay. My world is disappearing, though, to look you'd never know. No outward sign to show I'm blind. My eyes no clue will show. No vacant glaze expression. When you look, I stare right back. Doesn't mean that I don't struggle from the peripheral I lack. Behind my eyes are clouded, the pigments moving in. They sting in glare of sunshine and see nothing when it's dim. But all of this is secret. I keep it to myself. I worry what the world would think if they knew of eyes' ill health. Don't want to be disabled, be viewed as half a man, seen first for what I cannot do, then more for what I can. So I'll just keep pretending that I can clearly see. I'll stay here in denial. If they ask, I'm just clumsy. Maybe one day in the future to myself and the world admit, but for now, I'm just not ready because I still can see a bit. That's a pretty fascinating piece there. Not ready. That's a very appropriate title for that. I mean, do you have some initial thoughts that come to your mind as far as?
Yeah. I'm lucky to have been able to speak with my man, Dave Steele, the blind poet. Shout out, just saying, about this poem in particular. And it's about, not ready for many things. And it's really, hey, this poem is a declaration of I am ready for Dave. And he's putting out there. So a guy like myself or, anybody in any aspect of life, for me, it was going blind, can say, listen, I'm not ready, but here's somebody else that wasn't ready. Here's where they are now. Also, he's talking about not just not ready for the white cane, because that's a declaration of, hey, I'm blind.
Right.
He's talking about not just, I'm not ready to be blind, but he's putting that out there like as a challenge to himself in a mantra to flip that around. I want to just touch on a couple parts of that myself because of Valentine's. And B, you remember saying, all right, Ben, we're doing this thing. And I'm like, what? Because I'm like, it's Valentine's Day, man. What am I going to talk about? And all right, here's what I'm going to talk about. Dave, I know
when
you
is
knew
Valentine's?
This was coming.
When is Valentine's
It's
Day?
the 14th. It's like 4 days from now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
B, will you be my Valentine?
I'm going to check with your wife on that, Barry. Oh
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Okay. I'll talk to your wife about that too. She's probably going to say, Ben, tell this man about. So check this out, Barry.
Yes.
I'm really excited to bring on the guest Tia, because Barry, she has written an article or interview. I didn't read it for various reasons. I was looking forward to hearing about it without knowing too much about you, Tia. So Dave was going to interview you. You're going to have to educate this community about yourself. I don't have an intro either.
All right.
But without further ado, check this out. Last thing. We'd like to have people come on and talk to you about their experiences with love and dating and Valentine's. I know that Dave did want to do that, but here's something interesting. We've had a lot of people ask questions about somebody going blind in the dating world. And so for me, for the longest time, I had decided, and I'm learning, and I was wrong, but in the past, I had decided I can't have kids. I can't be a dad because my kids could possibly go blind. And for a while, I wasn't comfortable with being blind myself.
Right.
I had to learn. So for that reason, I'm exploring a new side of the world for myself. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. It's kind of cool and exciting. And I feel like freaking Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, a whole new world. And on that note, I'm going to stop talking.
Let me ask you a question. Are you? Do you have someone in mind who you want to invite to be your Valentine?
You know, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Got a hot single man right here.
Oh my goodness, be right. This guy.
Hot single man.
This guy. Listen to this guy. He's funny. All right.
All right. So, Travis, we're gonna bring you in.
Travis is my Valentine. Is that what you're doing? Just kidding, Travis.
No. I want to bring Travis in just for Tia. If you are the guest speaker tonight, appreciate your patience. I'm going to bring in Travis in for just a quick moment because we do kick things off with Travis. It would not be the same if we didn't kick it off with Travis. So I'm bringing Travis in right now.
What's up?
Travis? Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, here he is. What's going on?
How you doing?
We're doing good. How are we doing so far?
Doing great. Let me just ask you guys this. Do you notice the difference of scenery on today's meeting of where I am?
No, I do not.
Is your camera on?
No, camera's not on.
Oh, it's not on.
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
And just as a point of reference, you normally do not have your camera on.
Oh, I don't.
No.
One time you were showing us your Christmas stuff, and you did.
I did on the pictures.
That's because, yes, with all the pictures. But if you want us to make sure that your camera's on in the future, I'm happy to remind you.
Okay. That would be great. I'm actually in my back. Huh?
You're in your backyard?
I am actually.
Do you want me to do you want me to request it so you start your video? Maybe that
I would love it.
All right, let's see if we can do that. And I want to put this out there while Travis is getting his video sorted out. I want to put it out there that if anyone has a particular favorite Dave Steele piece of poetry, there he is. Hold on. If anyone has a favorite piece of Dave Steele poetry that they want to read to the group later, we would love that. So there he is, Travis.
What's up, Travis?
Hey.
Hey, guys.
It looks beautiful out on the West Coast.
Thank you, because usually I'm in my bedroom in most days when we have our Zoom meeting, but I thought since the weather is really good today, I thought, let me do it in the backyard today.
That's a smart move. He's making us a little jealous here in the Northeast. I mean, it's been a little rough here.
Hey, I think we had 65 today, though, I think.
No.
Well, I was wishing for it, so.
I'm happy if we have 35 today. So, it looks beautiful out there.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the area I live, and this is a 1-acre lot.
Nice.
We have a big lawn. We have decomposed granite pathways. We have dry stack retaining walls.
Wow.
Do you grow any fruits or anything like that? Any vegetables?
We do have plum trees, but we don't have a vegetable garden right now.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe you have to plant some for Mr. Fox.
We're thinking about that. The one thing you can't grow where I live is you can't grow citrus because it's too hot in the summer and it's too cold in the winter. At night.
Interesting.
If you go like 20 miles south though, like San Luis Obispo, where it's cooler in the summer but milder in the winter, you can grow citrus down there.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
But you have plums.
Yep. We do get plums every summer, which they are absolutely delicious. If you love plums, that is.
Travis, what is your favorite Valentine's Day experience or memory or tradition? One of those three.
Oh my goodness. I know I can only pick one.
Or Travis, I do want to put that out there. Or you could put D, none of the above, like Barry.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay. But go ahead, share that if you want to share that.
Well, okay. I say all three are great, actually.
Do you have a favorite tradition that you like from your past holidays?
Yeah, one of the favorite traditions I have is usually when I go out with my BFF to dinner or lunch. However, this year's a little different because of COVID-19 and also given that we only have outdoor dining right now and the way the weather is, it's not good in the rain and with our work schedules. But lucky for us, my BFF Kelly has her lunch break. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her and I lunch to our break room when she's on lunch break on my off day this Sunday.
Nice.
Plus, we're going to do our gift exchanges. And the best part is she does not know what she's getting for lunch. I'm going to surprise her with one of our favorite eateries.
Can you tell us what this surprise is going to be?
I can do that since she's
promise I
obviously
won't
not a
tell
part of
her.
the group.
Come on, guys. Okay. Lip sealed. I just want to say what happens in this forum stays on this forum.
Tea and poetry forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my area, which is right by my work in Atascadero, because I live in Templeton, and this is a couple miles south where I live. There's a burger place that's locally owned and operated. Now, it's not a national company or anything. It's a local burger place. It's called Sylvester's.
Okay.
And one thing with Sylvester's, they do burgers that you can't get anywhere else. They do garlic fries, sweet potato fries, mean milkshakes. I mean, I'm telling you, they do it all. Even if you eat there, they even do wine and beer too. I mean, it's the best locally owned burger company ever.
Travis, Ben, what time is the next flight out to the West Coast?
We'll be there for burgers for Valentine's Day. I hope the break room's big enough. So Travis.
Well, but one of the favorite burgers to get there is the bacon avocado cheeseburger.
Wow, that sounds like the Valentine I want for myself.
And let me ask you guys this. Do you guys like garlic?
Sometimes.
Not on Valentine's Day dates, but yes, generally.
The garlic fries are super amazing, as well as the sweet potato fries if you like sweet potatoes.
I love
and
sweet
they
potatoes.
have good. Okay, good. And they have good onion rings. Oh my gosh. And the milkshakes, especially if you like chocolate malts, they are ice cold and thick.
Wow. I haven't had a good milkshake in a long time. I used to go to Carvel and get milkshakes, but no Carvels here in Baltimore anymore.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I got a poem for you. And then I think we should bring on our guest speaker.
Yeah.
All right. And Travis?
Yeah.
This one is for you.
Yay.
From Dave Steele himself.
Yes.
Via the mouth of B. Fox.
Okay.
Great.
I gotta get this in an angle I can see it with that light.
Before you do that, though, I just want to say one thing.
What's up, my brother?
You are listening to Tea and Poetry right here on Tea and Poetry Radio, sponsored by the Home Depot, How Doers Get More Done, CVS Pharmacy, where you get your future COVID vaccine, and these fine sponsors.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Brother.
Made my day.
We're recording that, right?
Yeah, we're recording that. Absolutely.
All right. We're going to have to talk about a contract later, Travis.
Okay.
One slogan a month. And I'll tell you what, we'll figure something else.
Okay.
I think somebody's wanting the swag. I think somebody wants the blind poet swag right now.
So, Travis, what size sweatshirt do you wear?
Extra large.
Done.
All right.
I have your email address. Email me.
My man, Travis.
Email me your home address, and
okay,
you'll get a care.
Email.
Yeah, you'll get a nice care package from us.
Great. I will email you my home address. I have your email address. I will do it. Hopefully before tomorrow's my goal.
No problem. We will get it out. I have it shipped out UPS for you. And hopefully by next week, maybe we'll see some new gear on you.
Voice acting for swag for the Blind Dance Studios. My man, Travis. All right.
Thank you, Travis. So here, this is B Fox is gonna read one.
Blind confidence. In the future, I'll look back to how my eyes see now. I'll know that I was lucky to be grateful. Visions vow. The tiny tunnel I see through one day may be long gone. There'll still be things that I still fear, but adapt and carry on. Today may have anxieties in crowds not confident. In future built of stronger stuff, my armor's hard to dent. My eyes won't see them much in time, but my mind still can. This blindness will not limit me, my smaller journey plan. I'll understand for all can't see. I have the heart to feel the little things priority. I'll focus on what's real. So as I wait for blindness fate, I'll one day come to terms. Until that time in future blind confidence, I'll learn. So as I wait for blindness fate, I'll one day come to terms. Until that time in future blind confidence, I'll learn. Boom. It took me a minute to get that. Well, it's like my man Dave's got this poetic verse.
I know. I mean,
you got it down though. You got it down. I started reading like I was gonna just be like Dave, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
I was trying to. I'm not trying to imitate Dave, but I think I picked up a little bit from Dave over the years.
Yeah, you have.
So
hey, there we go. Blind confidence.
All right, Travis, I'm gonna send you back, and thank you so much for always being there at the front line And we always appreciate your presence. And
you're getting a present in the mail.
yes, you are.
I
Yes,
can't
you are.
wait.
Do you prefer black or blue or navy blue on the hoodie? Tough question.
What do you think is most popular?
It all depends who you ask. I know Dave Steele likes the black.
Yeah.
And
You know what?
I like the
Mr.
blue.
Barry prefers the blue.
I like the blue too.
Let me talk with my family first, then I'll determine that when I give you the address.
You got it.
Excellent.
All right, I'm
Perfect.
sending you back, and
I salute you, Travis.
Maybe we'll see you before we go.
Great.
And enjoy that beautiful weather. Looks amazing.
I certainly will.
Thank you. Okay, Tia, you're coming right up. All righty. Thank you so much for Tia for your patience as we get through here. All right. All right. So Tia, can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Oh, here we go. Let me ask you to unmute. Tia?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. Okay, excellent. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Barry.
Meet
This
you.
is Mr.
Ben Fox. Hello.
Hi.
You are supposed to be the special guest tonight, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So I mean, we literally just got dropped on us, and we said, sure, no problem. We're gonna go forward. And reality is that this has been a great group here.
Yeah.
We're honored to have you here. I apologize for not knowing a single thing about you. So
Oh yeah, that's fine.
so if you can please share with the audience.
What I know, though, I just want to say is
you know something?
Dave has been telling me about you, but we haven't specifically talked about, like, he told me your name and stuff, but he didn't tell me he was going to ask you today. Other than he feels that you are a perfect guest to speak with this community about dating and Valentine's, and he was excited to introduce you to this group. So could you tell us what your background is, and were you recently featured in an article?
Yeah, I was featured in an article on Love What Matters. They have 8 million readers. So
Wow.
I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa 2 years ago, and I went legally blind a year ago. And I also have a rare brain disease. It's idiopathic intracranial hypertension. It causes me to it causes blindness as well. But
That's a double whammy.
yeah, but we're not sure if I have any blindness from it. They've just been tracking my retinitis pigmentosa. And I also have epilepsy, essential tremors, migraines, fatigue, sleep apnea, all from my brain disease. And I still date, even though I'm legally blind and I have a cane. I don't really use my cane that much, but I still have it and I'm still learning how to use it. So I still go out on dates and I still live my normal life, even though I have like the night blindness and I see like a straw through one eye and I have like half of my peripherals gone in the other eye.
I want to tell you this little secret. This guy next to me has night blindness also.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So most of the folks on this call either have, a lot of us have retinitis pigmentosa because Dave Steele is the RP poet, the blind poet, but with RP. And he has the Stand By Me RP books, and he's got 3 of them. So it came up about a month ago on one of these calls, the topic of dating, and we had all sorts of different opinions on different styles. Like, not, I'm just being dramatic, not different styles, but basically, I said my thing about having kids or not having kids, and some people said they haven't dated for a long time, and a lot of people won't talk about that. So this article that you were, could you tell us
featured
about,
in,
yeah, tell us about the feature of the article, and then tell us a little bit about when it comes up, if it comes up, and if you talk to people about your blindness, and also if you're comfortable. My last question on that is, what do you tell people like about your white cane? And just tell us a little bit about that, please.
So I got asked to write my article. They reached out to me on Instagram because I advocate for retinitis pigmentosa and idiopathic intracranial hypertension on Instagram. So they found me on Instagram. They asked if I could write about my story and my background for, my diseases and how it's been and how people took it and stuff like that. And I'm single. I don't have any kids. I'm 26. And I'm like, yeah, I still date. I still go out. I still live my normal life. I'm not going to let it stop me. I feel like people should date, you know? Like, why would you let blindness stop you from living your normal life? Like, you shouldn't let it
100%.
stop you. And I don't have any kids. I'm not sure if I want to have kids. You know, teach their own. Like, if you want to have kids, go ahead, have kids. But if you don't, because, you know, you can pass it on. Like, there is a chance you could pass your blinding eye disease on. But, you know, some people feel like you should not have kids if you have this disease. And some people are like, I'm not going to let it stop me. You know, there's like a 50% chance like I can, and there's a 50% chance that I can't. But I'm not sure if I want to have kids because of that reason. Because, you know, I see like what I go through with it and stuff like that. But
where do you live? I mean, you don't, not exactly, you don't have to give me an exact location, but are you
I live
here
in
the
Florida.
States? Florida?
Yeah, I live in Florida.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Southern Florida, central, northern,
Central.
Okay.
Go Gators.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah, I
Gainesville
live
guy.
in
Nice. Central Florida is nice.
Yeah.
So
There's always a magical experience in Central Florida.
when you do
Yeah,
talk to people about, you know, about the progressive blindness, what kind of reactions have you? By the way, thank you for talking to us about this. This is a cool opportunity for us to be able to talk about this, and I bet some
Yeah,
of
of course.
our friends on the call would love to ask you some questions if you're open to that.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I'm lucky enough to get to kick it off. So when you tell somebody, for example, in my case and other people on the call, without further ado, the question like, hey, I can see you right now, but if we go walk outside, I'm going to have to, you know, I won't be able to see, and my vision's going to change over the years. What reactions have you gotten? How have you dealt with that internally? Or has it just been easy for you? Super curious.
It's kind of, it hasn't, it's been kind of easy, honestly. As a female, the guys that I come across with dating, they've mostly been accepting of it. But they're like, okay, well, I would like to learn more about it. They really, because they don't come across blind people. I feel like that's the thing. They don't really come across blind people, so they want to learn more about it. They're like, you know, it's interesting. I would like to learn more about it and learn about you because it's interesting and you're so strong about it. Like you're very strong about it. You've been through a lot about it, and you also have like this brain disease on top of it, and like the way you carry yourself with it, like you're so strong. Like you have to be strong with it, you know. So
I think it's very critical. You bring a very valid point, and the way, you know, what you have done, I guess, for yourself to strengthen yourself, to bring
yeah,
yourself to this level. I think it, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. So I congratulate you, really,
thank you.
for, you know, gaining that level of strength. It's,
Yeah,
I think it goes with everything in life, right? As far as building self-confidence and, you know, just being able to be yourself. Like you said, I want to be myself. And that's what we always encourage as far as being yourself, creating that level of independence and not, you know, necessarily just, you know, sitting around and, you know, waiting things for to fall into your lap per se.
yeah.
So
You
it's,
definitely have to be strong with it. You can't just like, you know, sit there and just be like, well, this is it.
right. There's a lot of opportunity out there. And like we see this all
Yeah,
the time, you know, again, if you push yourself in life, you know, you get better and better, whatever you're focused on. So if it's about, you know, self-improvement or getting past, you know, some specific barrier that you have going on or difficulty, whatever it may be, you know, it's fascinating, and I hope you don't mind me talking about this, but I know that when people go through a difficult stage in life, whatever it may be, right? When you get past that, we as human beings, we are better off for that next challenge when it comes, you know, when that next thing, you know, next challenge approaches, we are able to deal with it, you know, better and get through
yeah.
it faster typically. So yeah, really, I think it's a really important lesson. So how did you meet Dave? Obviously through RP, obviously, but
he read my article. I posted it on the retinitis pigmentosa group
oh, nice.
on Facebook, and he came across it and he wrote me. He found my page on Instagram, and he wrote me on Instagram and was like, I would love for you to be a part of my tea and poetry, and I was like, yeah, of course, I would love to do that.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. We feel so bad that Dave is not here, but hopefully, we're hoping we're doing a good job here.
You're doing great.
Thank you. So, question for you: can you share with the audience what your socials are? Is Instagram your primary social handle? Is that the right word?
Yeah. So I advocate on Instagram. It's at beautiful.and.blind. So it's beautiful and blind.
Beautiful and blind. Okay.
So it's beautiful period and period blind.
Beautiful and blind, but periods in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to look out for we're gonna start following at the Low Vision Shop. We're gonna start following you, and we'll make sure you're on our radar. So we're talking about first of all, for those of you who are just joining us, you're probably wondering, where in the world is Dave Steele? He is in Manchester, United Kingdom. However, he is just not present on Tea and Poetry today. We apologize. We hope we are doing a good job filling in.
All
for
the
Dave.
Best, Dave. We're missing you, brother.
We
love you.
Miss you. Tia, do you have a specific favorite piece of poetry from Dave that sits in your heart, that means a lot to you? Is there anything that you that comes to mind?
Nothing that comes to mind, but I read him all the time on Facebook. I see him all the time on Facebook. That's actually, I've been following him for a couple of years. Ever since I got diagnosed, he was the first one that I came across, and he's been so inspiring since, and I've been following him ever since. Mm-hmm. And I read his poems all the time on Facebook.
Nice. When were you diagnosed with RP?
I was diagnosed January of 2019.
Yeah, I think so, just very recently.
Yeah.
And I have, go ahead.
I have X-linked retinitis pigmentosa, so my X chromosome became inactivated.
Right.
So I have X-linked, which is very rare for a female to have.
Interesting. I know. I forgot Dave's specific type of RP. Always autos. You know what I'm talking about, right? Dave always talks about his specific RP. He talks about, as far as the potential for his kids, and he writes about it. Everyone here is aware of that. If I want to send you some swag, because you've been great, by the way, and I want to send you some Blind Poet swag. Okay. I'll have to get your email address. I can, are you able to send me an email if I give you my email address?
Yeah.
Okay. So my email, are you ready?
1 second.
No problem.
Go here and just write it down.
By the way, I expect anyone who's getting swag needs to share some photos on Dave's page.
That's a most def on that one.
So are you up for that, Tia?
I want to know who's got questions out there or comments about Valentine's for Tia. And then Tia, question for you. What is a fun Valentine's date that you've been
on? Well, whenever I was engaged, I'm no longer engaged, but whenever I was engaged, me and my fiance, we used to go to Kobe's in Brandon. That's what we used to do. Okay. So that's what we used to do.
Very cool.
Yeah. Very cool. It's a Japanese restaurant.
Okay. Is it like
a Kobe burger, Kobe beef, right? Like that?
It's just really good food. They do it in front of you, and they're like really fancy about it.
That's my favorite.
Speaking of Japan, again, this man, my co-host here today, is a former resident of Japan.
Hold on. That's true.
Okay, I'm ready for your email.
Okay, my email address is Barry, BARI, at the lowvisionshop.com. It's pretty simple. Barry. The tricky part is the Barry part. The BARI.
Okay, so BARI at thelowvisionshop.com.
Perfect, exactly. And you can tell me in the email a size preference as well. I wouldn't dare ask a female a size.
That's smart, Barry. What do you say about another poem for us, baby?
Yeah, let me Derek has his hand up, and I want to bring Derek in here.
What's up, Derek?
Let me just go ahead and pick a page here. And if you don't mind, T, I'm going to read, I'm going to pick a piece of poetry here. Stay on, and
okay.
We should have like a little button to push where it's Travis's announcer voice.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody reads a poem. Ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm gonna bring Derek in here in just a second, but I'm gonna read another piece of poetry. It's called Another Page. When all I see has faded, when last a vision leaves, when pictures become memories, there'll be no time to grieve. When eyes won't make expression, when loved ones faces gone, when there is just one option, they'll see me carry on. When I am done adjusting, when all that's left is haze, when nighttime is the blackest black, they'll still be happy days. When there's no need for mirrors, when I'll no longer age, when vision stories ended, there'll be another page. That's something very fascinating. Just when there's no need for mirrors. That is something that really.
That's a profound line.
It is. It's something that I can. It's something that a very profound line. All right, Derek, we're coming right up. We're bringing in Derek. Derek,
what is up, dude?
I personally have had the opportunity to meet Derek in the past. I met Derek actually a little over a year ago, and I'm asking you to start your video, Derek, and you can. There he is. What's happening, Derek? Hold on. He's. Let me ask you to unmute. There he is. How are you, Derek? I can't hear you. You're unmuted, but can you say something? Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you. Let me try to
do a little dance.
No. I can't read your lips either. I'm close. So a little technical difficulty here from Derek, but let's see. Ben, do you have any questions while Derek is getting his audio adjusted here?
So Tia, what would you say to somebody that's out there who is blind and hasn't dated for a while, but wants to get back out there dating?
I would say just go for it. I mean, you could just start by, dating apps are really, they scare me. I don't use dating apps. I will not use a dating app. I have not tried a dating app. I've never used one a day in my life because they're really unsafe. And I honestly have a taser, and I do have that with me. And make sure, like, before you get in because I still have a little bit of vision. Like, I have some vision. So before you get in the car, make sure, like, it's the person you're going with. And if you can, like, if you don't have much vision at all, have someone that, like, at least come with you to the car. Make sure it's the person, like, you're going on the date with. Tell the person you're going on a date with that you have a visual impairment. I always tell the guy, like, hey, I have a visual impairment. They always know I do. They always know I have retinitis pigmentosa. And I always make sure I have a taser with me. Like,
I love it.
I always do.
That's great. You're the first person. I know people carry all sorts of things these days, but it's. I think that's a wonderful.
It could be a good Valentine's
Did you
gift.
go through training to how to use a taser?
No, I just bought it from a gas station.
Wow.
And it has to be able to use it, it has the string that comes off of it where you hold it.
Yep.
It comes out. So, like, if the person goes to grab it from you, the string comes out so they can't use it against you. So it's like it's safe for you.
Okay.
So I have that too.
Hopefully you've never had to use it.
I have not had to use it yet.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Thank goodness. Okay.
Derek, I know you can hear us. Questions, can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there he is.
Hey.
There he is.
I don't know what I hear. I'm sorry. I'm not good with the whole computer thing.
Glad you're here now,
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Derek, please meet Tia. I want to say that I've had the opportunity to meet Derek a little over a year ago up in the Northeast in Rhode Island in Providence. Was it tough for you to see Brady in the Super Bowl when taking that win?
No, that was awesome.
It was awesome. I agree with you. I was going for Mr. Brady.
Yes, I was definitely there.
Yeah. Tia, were you anywhere near the Super Bowl being in Central Florida?
Yeah, I am just an hour away from Tampa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, so Derek, any plans for Valentine's Day?
Well, I've been with my wife a total of 10 years, so
Nice.
we've had an everyday type of Valentine going over here. So it's nothing new to us, no big plans. So maybe we'll be kid free for the day, but other than that, I don't know.
Tia said she might babysit for you.
There you go. There you go.
Then 3 boys, they're tough. You're more than
Well,
welcome. Bring
she's got the
taser.
taser, man. So.
Yeah, bring that taser.
She got the taser.
Just really quick, it's just a cool story. Obviously, I use my wife's Facebook for social media on the RP page, and I saw that Tia actually a few weeks ago saw her post something about how she was only diagnosed recently, and she's an advocate for it and everything. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Somebody that's newly diagnosed like myself. I was only diagnosed almost 2 years ago this October. And she has a Snapchat link, another social media thing that she does these things on. And I was like, oh, I have that. So I clicked on it to follow her, and I sent her a quick message. Hi, I'm just part of the blind community, so I wanted to reach out because you're newly diagnosed and vice versa. And it was pretty cool. So that happens. And
Okay.
then lo and behold, a few weeks later, now she's on the Tea and Poetry. And how you were saying, Tia, that, one of the first people you've met or kind of reached out to was Dave Steele. And it was the same with me. I was only diagnosed maybe 2 or 3 days before Dave actually did his book tour. And one of his first stops, so I'm not sure which stop, was in Rhode Island.
Yeah, Providence.
And I was lost. I had no idea what to do. I was saying to myself, I've never met anybody that was blind that I knew of. And I said, what do I do? And my wife's like, oh, that guy Dave that's on the RP page, he's coming down to Rhode Island College. And I'm like, I got out of work just in time to go and meet him, which led me here. But it's pretty cool because same with you, you've met him, which it's just a cool way everyone's linking up.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty fascinating.
Together somehow.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was really cool. I was like, I saw you posted on Snapchat. She's like, Tia's, I'm going to be part of the team poetry. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there too. I was like, I got to say hi. I got to put a name with a face. So it was pretty cool. So it's very nice to meet you, Tia. Hopefully I never have to run into your taser, but it was nice to meet you.
Derek, do I have permission to share a photo from that day when you met?
Yeah, show it up. Absolutely.
It was such a great day. Let me go ahead and share this with everyone. Hopefully everyone can see that.
There it is.
Yep. Look at that. Do you see that? Tia, can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a great day. I remember. I remember you, and I remember that everything. Like when Dave came over to me afterwards, and he's like, Barry, you're not gonna believe this. And I'm like, okay. And he told me everything, and I was like, I literally can remember feeling the hair on my arms, like literally like climbing up. Yeah. So I'm so happy that everyone here is connected in so many different ways. And, this forum, Tea and Poetry, has really brought so many people together. And we've had just a great, we've called this the tribe, as Allison says, the tribe, the family. And it really is an incredible family. So I'm glad that, I'm glad we're all here. So Trish says, I'm just going to read some comments. Don't you all think it's harder for a guy to date than for a gal? I have Stargardts, and I am one of 6 children. 4 out of the 6 of us have Stargardts, and I have 2 brothers that have it, and it was difficult for them when it came to dating. Tia, since you're the master dater here, I'm going to allow you. Do you want to give any thoughts to that? I mean, so can I just for everyone who people who are not familiar with Stargardt's disease, Stargardt's is actually the reverse, the opposite of retinitis.
Yeah, it goes the central. The central goes away first. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So anything I mean, Ben, do you want to comment on that? I mean, as far as
I'm curious what Tia has to say.
Say that one again.
Well, Trish is saying, don't you all think it's harder for a guy to date than for a gal?
I honestly do. I've thought about that a lot. Like, it would be harder for a guy to date because women, we who drives most of the time for dates? Men do.
Right.
But
not me.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you could do Uber. There's always Uber.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could be like, we could go out for drinks and we could Uber, but if we're both drinking, let's just be safe and get Uber.
There you go. Right.
Because I still drink.
Right.
And I'm legally blind. So let's just be safe and get Uber. They have
There you
Uber.
go. I agree. Uber is, it's funny. If I go out with my wife, for dinner, I can't have a drink because I'm driving home. But if we were to go by Uber, then we can both have a drink. So
that's a good point. I thought about that. I was staying just right across the water from New York City. People could look out my window and see the skyline in New Jersey. Across, I could take the ferry. And it was interesting. Most of the people I knew in that area, and especially in Manhattan, did not drive. And so even the playing field for anybody that was visually impaired or blind, you would literally take an Uber, you would meet people places. Trish, I appreciate you pointing that out. And also Tia, I appreciate you having that, understanding. I don't know if it's tougher or easier for men or women. I don't know. I'm a man. I will tell you I'll feel this is really interesting. When I was 18 years old, I found out I have retinitis pigmentosa later, but when I was 18, I had detached retinas in both eyes. I have very thin retinas because of retinitis pigmentosa, and the docs told me to prepare for blindness. At that time, I decided to buy a convertible vehicle and work out every single day, and I'm going to have to admit this, it's being recorded, but I was the guy at the intersection without a shirt on. It was like flexing muscles, like with the steering wheel. And I'd do the head nod and everything. And I like really should just have my eyes on the road. And then I moved to a little teeny tiny college town with only one stoplight, so I could still drive that convertible with my shirt off.
Hold on. Travis,
he's like, okay.
Travis, I want to continue. Travis, I brought you in because you raised your hand again. I brought you in. So just so FYI, we see you. I will ask you to unmute as well. I know you probably wanted to share something, but continue on. Biggie, I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
That's quite all right. Anyway, I'm done talking about the shirt off thing, but my point in telling you that though, is I did have something to prove, and that's okay, I can only drive for so much longer. And I did think at that time in the past that my dating life was going to end when I couldn't drive anymore. And when I finally did stop driving, I also pretty much almost altogether stopped dating. And the few times that I did go out on dates since I've stopped driving, when I've taken an Uber or if I go meet somebody, it's not so much about the dating and like, oh, I'm blind, I can't date now. It's like getting to know, and this is interesting, I've thought about this a lot. It's getting to know yourself again with that level of vision loss. And maybe I shouldn't have done it up so much, driving around trying to be so cool while I could still drive or whatever I was thinking in my head, because now I'm not that anymore and I feel it.
Excuse me, you
So
are
that's-
still.
Oh
very
yeah,
cool.
I'm the man. Thank you, sir. No, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
Like I gotta get that mantra going to get out and date, but I can't drive up in my car, and I definitely show up with a shirt on. So I'm just saying, but I definitely, I've got to like rethink things, and so I think for me, there's a lot of nerves to go on a date in the first place, but it's kind of like, okay, I don't want to put somebody else on the other side of that date through me having to figure out like how to even date. So that's your boy B Fox being vulnerable on Valentine's Day in the name of Dave Steele.
And hopefully,
What's up?
in the near future, B Fox will get an autonomous vehicle, and you'll show up with your own car.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Sorry to smack your hand.
It's
I didn't mean to do that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I just want to. Before I bring Travis. I mean, Travis is here. I want him to come back, but Trish wanted me to clarify. Well, not clarify. She wanted to let us know that her two brothers have been married for 35 plus years to their wives, and her husband and so she's been married for 42 years. So
Nice.
all children, and we just do life together. So that's great. Thanks so much
I
for
love
sharing
hearing
that.
Trish.
All right, Travis, you're back on.
Great. How are we all doing? Seems like we're all hanging in there.
We're all hanging in. I'm looking at the
Rocking.
time. I'm looking at the time, and I said to Ben before we came on, I was like, "Are we gonna be able to do this? Maybe we have to go for shorter, but we're almost. It's almost 5 o'clock already."
Two guys that don't ever celebrate Valentine's Day. I mean, my gosh.
But go ahead,
I
Travis.
I got Tia carrying us.
But I just want to say, I just wanted to do the meet and greet with one of our new members and everything, as you probably know.
Yes.
Tia?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm Travis. I'm part of this group. I've been a part of this group since like October, actually, late September, early October.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Do you think you're going to be a part of those meetings every Wednesday? You think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. You better be here.
I really think you're going to like this. You're going to meet some people from my area too, as you probably know. And
West Coast.
West Coast. I live on the West Coast, just FYI.
Yeah.
I know you got, we have the two, like, I feel like the way I have it here on my screen, it's split up, 2 and 2, right? I have Tia on my left. We're here on our right. I have Derek on the left, and I have Travis on the right. And it's like the two corners, my left and my right bottom corner are the warm destinations. And I feel like, Derek and us here, we're the cold destinations.
Yeah, it's hot in Florida.
Yeah, that's
right. I just want to say though, Tia, first of all, welcome to the group. But I was really sorry to hear about what you've been through with your eyesight and just, your brain and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
I just want you to know. And I just want to mention, because I've been blind since birth, just to let you know.
Oh, wow.
And I can always give you some pointers and tips, actually, just with your future, progress and how you proceed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I can help you out with any technology needs you have, when it comes to the iPhone and everything. And there are, and I don't know. First of all, let me ask you: do you have a Facebook account, Tia?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because I was going to tell you, there are some blind support groups that you can check out on FB, just to let you know.
I'm part of a few of them. A couple of them, yeah. I'm a part of quite a few of them, yeah.
Which ones are you part of, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm part of RP support, retinitis pigmentosa. There's one that's a blind support group for all kinds of diseases. And
I'm part. Yeah, I'm part of the visually impaired support group as well, along with the blind friends. There's also. I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. You're Tia McDaniel, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing too. Let me ask you this: are you part of the iPhone and iPad users group by any chance?
I'm not. No.
Tia. Okay. So, what this group is, it's for blind individuals and teachers. Basically, what this group does, it'll help you, with your Apple questions, such as your Mac.
You don't even know she's an Apple user.
First of all, are you an Apple user?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I use iPhone. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the most supported one for blind people. I hear so much about it. Yeah.
I have the full Apple infrastructure, and let me tell you something. I will not go to anything else at this point, basically. And I really think you'll benefit from the group, because if you ever have questions about an app or something, or about your iPhone or iOS concerns, everyone can help you on the group. It's really amazing.
Travis, I think Ben needs your help getting his new MacBook set up.
Oh, did you get a new Mac, Ben?
My MacBook has been broken, Travis, for like a month and a half, almost 2 months. And
why'd you not do something about it?
He did.
I was trying to get this thing to just lag forward. I was trying to get every last leg out. I had these projects halfway done with all these files all over it. Anyway, I finally had no choice. I had to get it replaced. It bit the bust. It bit the dust.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you have everything backed up in your iCloud? Because you need to have everything backed up in your iCloud.
I haven't even opened the box yet. I'm not even sure about all that. I gotta learn. I gotta learn. I gotta call Travis. Travis.
Yeah.
See, this is where what you need to do is, this is where you can make an appointment with the Apple Store, if you can even do that. And the thing is too, you need to make sure to get VoiceOver running. You have to go in the accessibility section on the settings category, just to let you know.
Okay.
Because VoiceOver is under accessibility under settings, just FYI. And but I do think you're going to enjoy some new features on the Mac, especially with the latest software.
I'm really, really looking forward to it. Yeah.
I don't have a laptop, unfortunately. I have a desktop.
Nice.
He's the powerhouse.
Yeah, no, I have the AirPods, the iPad Air, which is what I'm using, the iPhone 12, and I have a Mac and an Apple Watch.
Nice. Derek, can you do me a favor? Can you also send me an email, because I want to send you some swag also.
Woo!
I can do that.
Getting hooked up.
Can you send me an email to Barry, B-A-R-I? Do you have my email address?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, send me an email size and we'll hook you up.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for the final poem, Barry.
You ready for
It's nice to meet you, Derek, by the way.
Travis, very nice to meet you. I'm in and out of the meetings. Unfortunately, with my work schedule, I can't make them all, but I definitely recognize your voice every time I hear it. But it was nice to put a face with a voice this time.
Definitely. Now, you're in Florida too, right?
No, I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, you're back east.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, boy, you've been
way
cold
up north.
with all that snow.
All the way up
Yeah,
north.
we're used to it up here, so.
Well, if you live there long enough, I guess that's a good thing, I guess, for people like you and Barry and all that. So,
yeah. So, So I'm going to, I just want to bring on Clark. I'm going to leave everyone. I'll keep everyone here.
Clark Reynolds?
Yeah, Clark Reynolds.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm going to bring Clark on. Maybe he's got a Valentine question for Tia. So Clark coming right up right now. And we'll wrap this up afterwards with Clark. And then I will handpick another piece of poetry, hopefully that everyone likes.
Hi, people.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
hello, Clark.
I'm all right. I'm in bed at the moment because obviously it's cold in England. It's like -6, -7. So,
Oy.
yeah.
I'm happy that we have some representation from across the pond.
Absolutely.
It's cold. And I watched I'm a big NFL fan, so I did watch the Brady show, which is fantastic. So
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's great.
Derek is clapping his hands.
Yeah. So I mean, I support the Bengals only because I like their top. But apart from that, yeah. So dating, it's weird because I was blind in one eye from like the age of 6, but I never told anyone when I went on dates, for my teens or university and everything. I never told anyone because I never thought it was a disability because and then when I lose, obviously I met my partner before I lost my sight in my other eye, and in fairness, she probably helps me a lot regards to obviously if people don't know, I'm the Braille artist, the blind Braille artist, and I'm working on my exhibition at the moment for June called Decoding Braille, Decoding Me, and I use a lot of color, and obviously, ironically, I can't see the color, so I'm using my partner as my color matcher now, which is because so she's getting on the art, but so dating for me, I suppose. For me, someone in my age, I suppose it's all to do. If you go blind, will your partner stay with you? Because I know a lot of stories where you're told you're going blind, and then the partner goes, "Oh, I don't want to be with someone I'm gonna have to hold their hand for the rest of my life," kind of things, and they just walk away. So I'm fortunate that my partner never did that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure it's not uncommon. Yeah, I'm sure it is very tough. Let's see here.
Excuse me, Barry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I do want to make a quick announcement, actually,
Sure.
before I forget, before you go on to the next piece of poetry.
Yes.
And this has to do with equipment for us people that we use.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know. I just want you to know that at the end of this month, the Braille Note Apex is going to be out of stock, and you will no longer be able to get it.
Oh, okay. The Braille Apex?
Yes, the Braille Note Apex.
Braille Note Apex. Okay.
So the thing that you'll have to get if you have to get a new Braille Note is the Braille Note Touch.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Appreciate that. Well, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. And again, want to apologize for Dave not being here. It's been great to have Tia as a guest. Thank you so much for, bearing with us here as we co-host here. But
it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Love you, Dave Steele. We're missing you. I hope we did you proud today holding on the fort.
And I'm going to randomly pick another piece of poetry here. And I will go with this. Page 91, Stand By Me RP Volume 2, Light at the End of This Tunnel.
There we go.
If I told you that my eyes were fading and I'm grieving for all that I'll miss, would you stand by my side, help me win back my pride, heal my blind eyes with your magic kiss? Wow. Let's talk about, I did not plan this. Talk about magic kiss.
Everybody
Valentine.
remember he asked me to be his Valentine.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Let me continue on. There's a light at the end of this tunnel that I don't know if one day I'll see. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's telling me you'll stand by me. When my vision moves in isolating and from seeing world cut myself off, will you pass me this cane for mobility train so tomorrow my head hold aloft? There's a light at the end of this tunnel that I don't know if one day I'll see. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's telling me you'll stand by me. If tomorrow I can't see my daughter and my son's face is all filled with blur, will you show me what's real, may not see, but still feel? With my family's love, I am sure there's a light at the end of this tunnel that I don't know if one day I'll see. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's telling me you'll stand by me. When I've conquered and battled these demons, and I've realized this blind life's no end, will you pass on this page to the ones at first stage? In this tunnel, we all need a friend. There's a light at the end of this tunnel that I don't know if one day I'll see. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's telling me you'll stand by me. There's a light at the end of this tunnel. Took me a while, but I finally see. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's all because you stood by me. Wow.
What an appropriate
Wow.
promo.
Great choice.
Great
Good choice,
choice.
eh?
Today, yeah.
Wow.
Dave Steele will be standing by you forever, brother.
So I want to thank again, Tia again, Derek, Travis, Clark. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us tonight. Great to see new faces, existing faces. We hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. And I want to make sure if you know, for all those, please don't forget to send me an email. We were sending out some swag. And for all those who did not have an opportunity to get some swag, stay tuned for next week. And there's a good chance we'll give away some more. So
Absolutely.
awesome. Saying so long from Baltimore, from Florida, from Providence, from the West Coast. And everyone be well. Take care, Tia. Thank you. Take care,
Thank
Derek.
you.
Take care, Travis.
Thanks
care,
again,
Clark.
everyone.
Take care.
Happy
You
Valentine's Day.
happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to
Stay
Stay
everybody.
safe.
And your
And
family.
Travis, I'm looking forward to hear about those burgers from Valentine's Day.
We'll definitely talk about it next week.
Awesome. Looking forward.
Later.
Have some sweet potato
Excellent.
fries for me.
You know what? It may be sweet potato or it might be garlic. I'm not sure.
All righty.
Over
Oh,
and out.
oh, and by the way, I just wanted to say we had Susan from Italy who said goodnight to all of us. So
All right.
yeah. So long, everyone. Be well.
So long.
Be well.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.